いいのね。はい。
Welcome back to Valkyrie Drive. Last time we followed the steamy adventures of Mamory as she battled her way through her enemies. Luckily, it seems like she's gotten used to the transformation process, wink wink. With the sexy Mireille at her side, it seems like nothing can stop our duo. This show just proves that friendship, trust and a little bit of hanky-panky can save the world. Exhausted and drained from her demanding job, Akira, a woman in disguise, yearns for a respite from the pressures of her daily life. Desperate for a reprieve, she sneaks out to spend time with Torino, keeping her true identity a closely guarded secret from Mamori and Mireille. As she spends the night in Mamori's room, Akira can't help but reminisce about her mother's insistence that she pass herself off as a man upon her arrival at Mermaid, all in the interest of staying safe. The next day, chaos ensues as a group of rebellious girls take one of the Ritters hostage, who is being kept in the same building as Akira's male clothing. As Charlotte and Kasumi bicker over the best course of action, Mamori, Mireille and Akira discover a secret passage into the building, with the intention of rescuing the captive. But as they attempt to carry out their daring plan, they unwittingly fall into a trap that the Ritter had set, having grown tired of her mundane life. With Mireille incapacitated, Mamori takes charge and urges Akira to drive them to the terrorists, briefly exposing her identity to Mireille before leaving the scene. Akira's request for Lady Lady to investigate the mysterious location containing the secret of Mermaid piqued their interest. With Mamori, Mireille and Meifon in tow, they set off to uncover the truth. Upon discovering a hidden cave, the girls stumble upon an underground construction plant. However, their investigation takes a dangerous turn as they are suddenly attacked by an artificial arm. The familiar sight of the arm strikes a chord with Mireille, who realizes the true threat they are facing. Despite the danger, Lady Lady doesn't give up easily. Mireille unleashes her hidden potential, but unfortunately, it's not enough to overpower the arm. Mamory, who had previously been traumatized by an attack, steps up to the challenge, determined to protect her friends. To everyone's surprise, Mamori awakens enhanced abilities and transforms into an incredible arm, granting Mireille the strength needed to defeat the arm. With the underground facility destroyed, the girls manage to escape unscathed. However, their battle did not go unnoticed. Another island detects the Valkyrie effect from the fight and sends Momoka Sagara to investigate Mermaid. Before we continue, take a moment to answer the question of the day. Who is your favorite anime villain and why? Bonus points if you drop a savage quote from the character. Comment down below for a chance to be shouted out in a future video. As Momoka steps onto Mermaid Island, she assumes the guise of a new transfer student. It doesn't take long for her to impress everyone with her exceptional X-Star abilities, earning her a coveted spot on Charlotte's Adele team. Before long, Momoka deduces Akira's true gender, and she cunningly manipulates Charlotte into staging a battle to expose the truth. Akira, however, is no pushover. She notices something peculiar about Momoka's power, and decides to unleash the full strength of her artificial arm, Shri, against both Charlotte and Momoka. The battle is intense, but Akira ultimately manages to emerge victorious. Despite this, Momoka isn't done yet, and she reveals her true power as a third-generation artificial arm. With her incredible strength, Momoka overpowers Akira and reveals her gender to everyone. She encourages Charlotte to step up and become the new leader of Mermaid Island, which she gladly accepts. Meanwhile, Mamori and Mireille stumble upon Atelier Torino in shambles. Kasumi vividly recalls the events that unfolded with her partner, Hibiki Kenjo, who remains in a state of shock after being attacked on the island. It was Akira who came to their rescue and protected them, ultimately being appointed Commander of Water. However, things took a turn for the worse when Akira's true gender was exposed, and Charlotte, under Momoka's influence, declared herself the new governor. This led to an alarming development as soldiers were sent to capture the residents of Atelier Torino. Meanwhile, Momoka and her allies began inspecting people's bodies using an unknown power, causing widespread concern and panic. As the situation intensified, Mirei decided to infiltrate Veste, while Momori escorted Akira to a safe location. Unfortunately, Mirei was attacked by Kasumi, who had no choice but to engage in combat. After discovering that Hibiki was being held hostage by the Adele team, Mirei had to use her enhanced ability to defend herself, while Momori successfully rescued Hibiki and brought her back to Kasumi. Working together, Momori and Mirei used the Valkyrie effect to defeat the Adele team. However, their triumph was short-lived as they were suddenly ambushed by Momoka.
You.
As the tension builds, Momoka, once a participant in the same experiments as Mirei, prepares to attack. However, just as she is about to make her move, Lady emerges to engage her in battle. Despite their best efforts, they find that their attacks are ineffective against Momoka's soldier arm. In a daring move, Momoka and her allies make the decision to kidnap Momori, recognizing the potential within her and deciding to keep her all to themselves. Meanwhile, Mirei is flooded with memories of her past experiences within the same organization as Momoka. She recalls being exiled after refusing to take the lives of others, eventually being sent to Mermaid due to her possession of the armed virus. With a deep-seated resentment towards Mirei for all the negative consequences she's faced, Momoka gears up to use Momori's body for her own selfish purposes. However, Mirei is not alone in her quest to save her friend. Joined by Lady, she sets out on a dangerous mission to rescue Momori and the other captives from Veste. In a fierce battle, Mirei and Lady fight their way through Charlotte and her troops, determined to reach Momoka and put a stop to her evil plans once and for all. As they finally come face to face with their foe, Momoka unleashes her plan to use Momori's own form against her.
To use what you love most to take everything from you.
Before we continue, let's take a moment to shout out Akatsuki, who commented on our Goblin Slayer video. These goblins have made it in life. Bro, y'all are enjoying the goblins a bit too much. You need to touch some grass. In the midst of an intense battle, Mirei finds herself struggling to fend off Momoka's attacks with Momori as her weapon of choice. However, her efforts are not in vain as Kasumi comes to her aid, and together they try to push back against Momoka's aggression. Just when things seem to be turning in their favour, Hibiki joins in, lending her strength to their fight. But their relief is short-lived as Momoka unleashes her ultimate weapon, Momori's Valkyrie ability, and absorbs the other girls into her arm, growing even stronger. The situation becomes dire as Momoka overwhelms the group with a single shot, leaving them no room for escape. Trapped inside the blade, the girls are attacked by tentacles that draw the armed virus out of them, giving Momoka the power she needs to destroy a satellite. Despite the odds against her, Mirei refuses to give up and manages to break free from Momoka's control, reuniting with Momori in the process. With their combined strength, they are able to free the others and become the Valkyrie Drive, taking on Momoka and her allies, who combine to form a giant robot. With the support of all their friends, Mirei fights valiantly against Momoka, determined to rid her of the armed virus. In the end, their efforts pay off, and Momoka is defeated, freeing everyone from the virus's grip. As the residents of Mermaid are finally given the chance to return home to their families, Mirei and Momori, along with Mayfon and Lady, embark on a journey around the world, helping others who are carrying the virus. What an ending to such a sexy show. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome anime recaps like this.